Hello, Brother Bruner here. Sorry, microphone's in the wrong place. There we go. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today, an extra video for you, courtesy of one of my wonderful Patreons. This one is sponsored by Mr. Short, who sent in the scenario as well. Now, this could be an interesting one. I'm going to set the range to about 20. Here we go. You're thinking, oh, that's easy enough. A battleship versus another battleship and 3 light cruisers should be pretty straightforward. Yes, but there are a few restrictions. First of all, I have to be able to do at least 30 knots, which on a German ship isn't as easy as you might think. I think I will go for the super battleship too, but I'm going to go for a minimum displacement version. I'll slap down these 2 towers so that I have the option of 2 funnels. We're going to go oil 2, and we're going to go geared steam turbines, 135 smoke, because I really want to go for a double funnel. There we go, -5 smoke, and I'm hoping you're not going to be able to do it on naturals, but I might be able to do it on induced boilers. Yes, 30 knots, fine. Can I increase my displacement a little bit without losing engine efficiency? I don't want to make the ship bigger. I want the minimum size one, so we are a little bit more manoeuvrable. There we go. Range, not important in this scenario, and maximum bulkheads. Now, one of the restrictions was that I don't... Basically, I'm not allowed to use my main guns. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get... a 9-inch gun there, and probably going to stick one on the back. Because the whole point of this scenario is to use secondaries and torpedoes. So, I'm only allowed a secondary 2-inch guns in addition to the other restrictions, so it was requested that I fit as many as possible, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. Now these 9-inch guns are non-functional. Looking if I can get a little bit more deck space out, because I reckon I can fit a 2-inch gun underneath. Ah, thought I'd be able to fit a 3rd one in. Never mind. Anywhere else I can put those barbettes? There and there. Okay. All right, 2-inch guns. Everywhere, basically, is the plan. Now, 2-inch guns are not going to do much against anything, but that is the plan. It did say as many 2-inch guns on the superstructure as possible, but I'm just going to fit as many 2-inch guns as I think I physically can, and then we're going to go for torpedoes. So, go for the quad launchers, because I might as well. One there, one there. And that's why I put these up on barbettes, so that I could freely distribute an enormous number of torpedo tubes. Let's get some triples up the front. Maybe fit a couple of dual launchers in somewhere. Like here. So I need to bring a mixture of torpedo tube types, because what it lets you do is it lets you have a mixed battery. Right, torpedoes. We're going to go FU for sure. Mind you, radar is probably not important. Sonar is going to be. I will bring a rangefinder. Actually, Might as well. Might as well bring the radar. Screw it. Anti-torp. Some parts are badly placed. Which parts? I don't see any parts that are badly placed. Absolute lies. Bobette. Probably don't need bobettes. I will bring the triple on hull. Anything all or nothing. Any anti-fun. Reinforced pockets. What parts are badly placed? Like, I can't actually see what part it's referring to. Normally it highlights it, you see. Yeah, which part? Is it one of the torpedo launchers I put in? Yeah, there's one of those dual torpedo launchers. Yeah, there we go. A bit of an half-weight offset, but that should be fine. Ooh, I know what I can do. Stick a 2-inch gun there. That'll have to do. I can't be bothered moving all the stuff around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be okay with a flash fire chance. Explosive-wise, I'm actually going to go tube powder super heavy. I know it sounds really weird to do. Actually, I'm going to get the barbette. Actually, it doesn't do that much. Screw it. I'll not bother. Save the weight. These things can go through 9-inch effective. I mean, a light cruiser could have up to 12-inch effective armor. So maybe it would be a better bet to go Lidite super heavy and just use AG shells. Yeah. I think that's going to be my better bet. This is mostly going to be about the torps, though, I think. Barbette, do something now? Yeah, it does a little bit. Right, armour. And now we have had requested that we have very good armour. 18 on the belt. And 9 on the decks. Oof. That is not going to be doable. Not with the extended deck that high. But we could maybe... yeah, go for a 6.5-inch extended deck, which is still very, very thick. Turret armor doesn't matter nearly as much because they're only the 9-inch guns. Actually, I'm going to go down to... yeah, turret tops doesn't matter, does it? I'm going to armor up the secondaries, though, as much as I possibly can. Because I don't want the 2-inch guns going pop. Let's just go for 18, same as the rest of the ship, if we can. Nope. Down. There we go. 17-inch, and no more on the tower. That's it. That's your lot. The Fritjof. Oh god, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Oh, one thing it would be nice to bring would be increased damage torps, but I haven't done that, so screw it. Oh dear. So yeah, plan is to basically just try and get as close to the battleship as quickly as possible. It looks fairly normal battleship, and just try and blast my way past the light cruisers. Right, torpedoes off. It's going to be a lot of sailing with nothing happening to start with. And certainly an interesting looking ship. I wonder if this design will actually work. And it's pretty heavily armoured. Not crazy heavily armoured. Depending on how big those shells are, they can still damage me. There we go. What have we got? 14s. Alright. Going a little bit slower than 30 knots because of the turn, but we should start to accelerate again now. tank to hit. I know I'm wasting ammunition with the 9-inch, but honestly it's just to give the ship something to do for now. Pretty nice design. I don't like the 14s as much, but that's not bad. AVX 1414. Casements have been removed by the looks of it. Yeah. Smattering of 3-inch guns. Not bad. Let's have a look at the cruisers. 2 torpedo launchers. I can deal with that, I think. Hard to gauge the enemy's speed for now. Now, one of the things I was hoping for, I had a little bit of a theory in my head. I've noticed the AI doing this strategy, well, I would struggle to call it a strategy actually, where they just sail away from you the whole battle, like they don't even change direction. And I thought by having a really thick deck, they wouldn't do that. Because I thought it was happening because the enemy AI basically thinks, oh, I've got a better chance of going through your deck armor than your belt, so I'll shoot at you from range. I mean, maybe that's still the case, but I did notice one of the few times I had, you know, a lot of deck armor on the ship. The enemy did try to close in. Anyway, light cruisers, they really do not have a lot of torpedoes. Yeah, 1 shot each side. Armour is not great. And we have the Barham slower than us. That's the important thing. 26 knots. To our 30. So we should be able to catch up to it. Nothing in range of the 2-inch guns yet. That's when the fun will start. But yeah, catching up to them at 4 knots effectively. Right, we have torpedoes in the water. Try and avoid them as best we can. It's the second set I'm worried about. Because this thing, whilst I did go small and I got all the upgrades, at least I think I did, yep, for turning, it's still not exactly the most sprightly ship in the fleet. How far are we now? Almost within range. We're doing a little bit of damage with the 9-inch guns, which is amazing. Hey, now the 2-inch guns are opening up. Oh, I never upgraded their their fire control. I'm such a bonehead. These are standard reloading ones. Oh, dearie me. Oh well, there's plenty of them. To be honest, with a 2-inch gun, it doesn't actually make that much difference having an auto-loader. And these things still fire pretty darn quick. We are doing some damage to the Surprise here, though. And those 2-inch guns are able to actually punch through the armour, which is extra hilarious. Got an engine out. Torps. Missed it turning. We're going to miss those ones, but those ones could be trickier. Nah, we're not going to avoid those. Just take them on the belt. Sure, we'll be fine. Actually, we can speed past one. Yeah, it did almost no damage. Thanks to that nice thick torpedo belt. Surprise is thinking again about its attack. Phoebe here is torpedoless. Good hits on the Surprise. I'm not going to worry too much about the Surprise. The objective is the Barham over there. Phoebe turning to try and fire her other side torpedoes, but she doesn't have any. Did spot some torpedoes in the water though. Yeah, I think we'll avoid those. Yeah, those 2-inch guns do just rack up the damage. There goes the Phoebe. Lovely. And the Doris is out of torpedoes, and the Barham doesn't have any. Beautiful. Now we just need to get close enough to actually, you know, score a hit. Come on. I have been thinking about ships like this, which really shouldn't work. I mean, this one is balanced out by its cost. It is 250 million. Torpedo launches are really, really expensive. One of the things they said they're going to do in Core Patch 1 is increase arm weights by 10%. Now, that's... well, belt armor. That's probably a good change. Belt armor is a little bit too cheap. But actually what I'd like to see the devs do, I don't know how hard it is to program this, but I would like a cost curve for armor. So it could vary by hull, but basically, you know, once you go over, you know, a certain amount, or if you go over the default armor, you get, it becomes increasingly more expensive. So getting like 25-inch belts and things like that, 30-inch belt, becomes increasingly difficult to pull off in terms of displacement, mainly, but also in terms of money. I think that would be a good change, just to stop these ultra-armoured builds, particularly on things like heavy cruisers, battle cruisers and the like. I think that would be a really good change, because at the moment you can make absolute tanks of ships that just cannot take damage, even from really, really powerful. I just think it would be a good change. Makes things like the Barbette protection, the Citadel upgrades, things like that just worth it. Because at the moment, I'm not actually convinced they are. You're often better off just having more armor than you are having the fancier systems. So, oh, I would like to see that. Although these light cruisers really not enjoying the 2-inch murdering. I mean, the Doris is pretty much completely disabled at this point. The Surprise is still around over there. The 9-inch guns have actually done most of the damage, even though there's only 2 of them. But that's about to change as we're finally catching up to the Barham. Setting some fires and things. I'm just getting ready for a torpedo strike. Thinking is to go past his stern. Yeah, being heavily angled in. I mean, have they done any damage to those 14s? We've got 90 hits and done 58 damage. That is rubbish. High TNT shells as well. Are they light or something? Yep, heavies. Right. Give them a surprise. Off. It's only some of the torps. And some more. Good damage. It's going to, the second set's going to completely miss. Got any more that can fire? Might do. Yeah, there we go. Just to keep him guessing. Now we did do some good damage there. An engine out. Steering is damaged. What's his torpedo belt like? 2. So it's not amazing. Oh, that was good hits. That was really good hits. Lovely stuff. And then we're going to do a hard turn. We're going to get in with the other side. Come on. Heave the ship over. Still building up the damage with all those fires. The other nice thing about the fires is it keeps the damage control parties very, very busy. Right. Shoot torpedoes as soon as they're able to get a lock. Or a solution, rather. There we go. Torpedoes in the water. A whole bunch of them. Oh, dear. Yeah, that ain't going to end well. Yeah. Barham very, very sunk there. I think we've even got an ammo detonation at one point. Oh, a few more for good measure. I can't tell from all those hits, but yeah, there's an ammo detonation up here. I think one that hit the main magazine. I'm not going to worry about chasing down the surprise. They can go and tell of this glorious experiment gone exceptionally well as poor old Barham sinks. Just like the real one, which got hit by a torpedo, if my memory serves me correctly, although not delivered like this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope to see you again for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye bye.